Welcome back to Dextor Plays Vintage Story. And we return back into Vintage Story. We have a bit of work still to do here. The pain of trying to get all of the leather done. Do I have anything out here ready to go? No. I do have a tree that grew. Let me put it back here. This is one of the new trees that popped up in 1.16. Here's a kapok. I brought the seed back for kapoks, and I've planted both of those just to see what they'd look like. We've got, the parsnips and the radishes are growing in there. We got the chickens having fun. I finished the charcoal pit. That's still cooking away. I think that's on the second pass on the next set of steel. I like doing on stuff down here. I do have some juices in here, so I need to juice some more if I'm going to want to do anything. I did do 2 sets of rye, 2 sets of spelt. Still a little bit longer to go. I created a storage area, so we've got some shelves here, shelves up there, and one of the things is that when you look at the shelf with the jug in it, it won't tell you what's in it. So you have to take it to look at it. You can see this one has the black currant brandy. So I have labeled them top, bottom. Top is the brandies, the bottom is the wines. So the first stage is the bottom, the second stage is the top. The aquavita that I had, I accidentally poured out in the ground. Whatever. I changed everything in aquavita. I got about a liter of aquavita, I think, and then I poured it on the ground. I guess I didn't want it. It's going through one of those bouts. All done, right? Yeah, all done. So I can go ahead and do this. I think we're going to show you this episode. We're going to take a look at chiseling in this episode. I did a bit of research because the blocks are all 16 by 16 by 16. So I was wondering if there was something out there, a program or something that could give you guidance on how to shape it. You know, there's a lot of paint that you could do that's 2D, but I'm really having a hard time trying to find something that was workable for 3D. I'm thinking mostly maybe 3D printing might be a way to go. I just didn't find anything at the time that I took to do the research. So there is still quite a bit of artistic talent, and this kid doesn't have artistic talent that well. We'll see. You be the judge. We're going to do something simple in the beginning. I think what I'm going to try to do is a column, like a Roman column. So sort of circular, sort of, with some lines on it to make it kind of consistent. There is a mod in the database, the Vintage Story database, that will allow you to copy chiseled blocks. I didn't download it. I'm staying as close to vanilla as possible on this, but if you're going to do a lot of chisel work, you might want to consider grabbing that. Other than that, I didn't find anything that was all that handy at the moment. A lot of the pictures you see in the beginning are beautiful in the in the splash screens, and also if you look at Reddit, you'll find a lot of nice stuff. People have done some really pretty things. Part of it is because they have availability of coloring from a bricklaying mod that allows you to color your bricks. I did also do, while I was waiting for all that stuff to change over, I got 24 jugs. As you can see, there was a lot of room on my shelves down there, and I'm aiming big, as all things should be in Vintage Story. Always go big, because more than likely, when you've gone big, it's too small. It's just the way it is. All right, let's go put the jugs away. And then we're going to go back upstairs and I'll show you what I've got going for chiseling. I'll put you guys in there. Okay. So, to chisel out stone, there are a variety of blocks that will work. All of your blocks that you pull out, like the basalt block or the granite block that we did for the cementation furnace, these blocks, you can do all of those. You can also do all of the cobblestones, You can do the woods. I've already started something here. I did one thing already. One thing I did find, I initially started to try to do some on the ground, and I found that it was a basalt on basalt, and it was like, I mean, straining my eyes to see what the hell I was doing. So you may want to consider doing something different than that. You want some contrast between your base and whatever it is you're working on. So if I was going to work on this cobblestone, for example, I also think putting some lights around it so that you can try to get shadows going is helpful. I also have these steps to allow me to get in there because I find, again, getting your angles. So moving around like that, using your control key to scoop down, using your G key to lay down. All of these allow you to get a better angle on what you're looking at. But this is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to do a circle. So let's see, 16 by 16. Nope. All right, so I did a right click. And if you look there, you see the little square, the highlighted square? Now if I right click it, or if I do a front click, so it's a right click to get into it. And I'm going to do a picture. So I did too much. If I left click, it'll put it back. So this is just like clay from the point of view of doing the chisel. So you're just doing free-form clay work. What am I in here now? 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think I'm in 4. Too much. How about if I sit down with a G? Apparently that doesn't help either. I think one more. Okay, so that's like 5 in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing here, right? And you can see that the shadowing thing is really causing some problems as far as not having good enough shadows. All right, does that look like a pillar to you? Kind of does to me. All right, so here's where the contrast comes in handy. Just hammering down until I see the different color change. I think that I just did. And even if I didn't, I think I'll be fine. Let's do, I'm going to do G to sit down so I can see a little bit better. So since I'm doing a column, all I'm doing is just, I'm hammering out rows. And I'm going to try to stay on the outside. I think I see some color down there. All the particle effects are getting in the way. Oh, I guess they aren't getting in the way. I'm seeing. So we can see the gray color change. Remember, if you take too much off, you can always put the left click in and take it back out again. And this is all going to take a while. So if you're going to get into chiseling for the really pretty stuff, set in for the long haul. You're going to need to make sure you have a lot of food set up. Just like with regular civilization, art didn't come until after we had time, after the harvest. So you're going to want to make sure you have a lot of food on standby. Maybe this is something you do during the winter when there's not a whole lot to do. All right, let's step back here. Yeah, you can even see that I've gone into the next, the piece underneath. But I think that's looking all right. Let's get back up here. I'm going to do the other corners. All right, well, I've now completed what I believe to be my column, and I can just chop that sucker up. Yeah. And I can go wherever I want to place my column, and boop, there it is. So now I can create nice Roman Gothic type things. I could use granite if I wanted to, so that'd be pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and grab this. I want to grab something else here. Let's see if we can play with some charcoal. If not, we're going to be using basalt. Let's take you. I want to see if I can use this to put material in for something else. So I spent some time playing with this, and I made what I think is a wolf head. No, I don't want to do that. Grab it. Grab it. What if I'm going to go ahead and... I think I got one spot there. There. Yeah. Now if I do F, set name, flip, rotate. I thought there was an insert drop block here to add material. Okay. Yes. Nope. So now I can make black eyes. Let's inset them once. There. And then we can also do it in the mouth. Okay, just there. Actually, hold on. Let's change that. You. I don't know if I can use the bauxite straight, so we're going to go ahead and grab a piece of clay and make a bauxite cobble. I can have it down there then, huh? Okay. Lol. Alright, and then what? We could do like a nose. This is his nose. So his nostrils are like here, and no, they need to be separated a bit. This kind of combo, I think. Like that. How about if we do that? Look, it's working. Probably should back in here just to give that some color. There we go. Look, from straight on, it's looking pretty good, I think. For a guy who's got like no skills, even from the side, it seems to be all right. Get a little bit of an angle on it. Yeah, nice. Dextor plays particles. All right. Well, that's chiseling. You'll notice that I went through a decent amount of durability on my chisel. I started out at $2,000 or pretty close to it, and now I'm like down to nothing. That's a little disconcerting. So your artistry work will take you a lot of resources to make it happen. But if you are so inclined to do those, I'd actually love to see some of that. Feel free to. Oh, am I hungry or did somebody hit me? No, that was just me. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to see some of the work. If you've taken the time to do some chiseling and made something pretty, yeah, post it. Let me see it. I'd love to see it. All right. We got the steel cooking again. We got all our coal from last time. I think we might actually be ready. Let me go take a look. We might be ready for another batch of stuff. Let me get up here. I don't see. I see some flowers over here, but I don't see any flowers in there. That's all done. Did I get? No, I didn't get hit. I just got hungry. You want to let me have some food? There we go. And I wanted to take... No, they're still flowering over in the blueberries. So maybe what I'll do is I can do some raspberry. I could do some of that. And actually, why don't I take one of my... I made up like 11... You little piece of shit. I'm in here doing my own damn thing and you're over there throwing stones. Whatever. Wow. Knocking me back with stones, that's... Nah, I don't think so. Knock back if you swing at me, okay. But a knockback for throwing a stone, I don't think so. I think the combat does definitely still need a lot of tweaking. All right, well, we're not going to do this at night. I don't want to feel like I'm not going to fight. Oh, chicken got in. And he went down the hole. That was a bad move. All right. I think that's going to be it. I'm not going to do a long one today. We spent some time looking at all of the chiseling work. You saw that we could add new pieces to the chiseling, which is great as far as putting in new colors. We've created our first color. Hell, I can even use it as a table. You know, I could probably carve out a table for that. There's a lot of stuff you can do. That'd be, you know, I just scratched the surface. Seriously, just scratched the surface. Yeah, I need to redo another one. I think I want to save some of that tan, and I'll put it in the next thing. And you get to go up here because I'm having some serious issues getting enough leather to do the next job. Eight in there. Chain, 2 leather, and 2 leather. So at least I'll have the basics for this, leather-wise, but there's a lot more to go, because you can see here there's things like leather jerkins and legs and stuff I still have to have enough leather to make. So I'll have to make those, put them on the armor stands. Right here. All right, come back and join me in the next episode. We're gonna continue on. The last thing I have is a box. No, not box. Last thing I have to do is the armor, and I'm going to do a lot of offline grinding to get enough of the stuff together to do that. So while I am waiting on pigs to breed and goats to breed and wolves to pop in, so I can go off and kill them to get their skin, I'm gonna have to do some other things. I might go out and get more copper. That would be a good idea for me to do. Copper for more of my copper lanterns. Maybe I'll do some work over at the outpost on the other side of the translocator. See if I can find some more vegetables or maybe some fruit trees. That might be cool. I have the steel cooking. Yeah, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Again, let me know if there's anything that you want to see in the story. If not, I think like we're very close to ending. One of the things I'm looking at doing next and is, let me get here, settings, get on full screen so I can see behind my screen. You guys won't see me move things around. I want to do Icarus. I know there's been a lot of play on that, but I haven't done it yet, so I want to see how Icarus goes. I think my rogue tag is also coming close to an end. There's probably another 9 or 10 episodes of that coming up. So we'll have to see how that finishes off. Frame rate, thanks. And I will look around for some other stuff that I might want to play on channel. I've seen the recent post-zombie survival Daybreaker, whatever game. Maybe very console-ish. I tend to like sandbox stuff, so if you've got a suggestion, let me know. Other things on the list include Subnautica, Breath Edge, Inscription, maybe, I have Valheim on the list, but I'm not really sure I want to go back and look at that at the moment. Let's see, Chorus, maybe? There's a few others. So leave some suggestions down in the comments. Let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.
I'm creeping through the shadows in the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a